Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about the 10 albums I listened to the most this year. I feel like the music you listen to the most is very indicative of your tastes, and so just like, here's the facts, by the numbers, what I was listening to this year. Starting us off, my 10th most listened album was HAIM with Women in Music Part 3. And the HAIM sisters are really at the spearhead of that 90s revivalism indie rock thing that's going on. And this album is just an incredible mix of 90s pop, rock, dance, and I guess like whatever genre Shania Twain was. HAIM just has that wow factor about them, and they took their like style and good taste and like a bit of magic and just jammed it all in there into this album that I couldn't stop listening to. Some people scoff at 90s revivalism, like, oh, I've been there and done that, but, you know, like, I don't know. I liked it the first time around and I'm glad it's coming back. In ninth, we have Ghost with Meliora, and like, Ghost is just so good. I love that I can throw this album on, and everyone's gonna have a good time, like metal fan or not. It's just a bunch of synthy, Ghostbusters, Halloween metal, and I just end up listening to it all the time, and it was probably in my top 10 last year as well. In 8th place, we have OPETH with Damnation. I got into OPETH bigger this year than I ever had before, and this album is the one I actually kept coming back to. Man, like Window Pane just starts off, blank face in the window pane. And like, woo, it's so good. And it only gets better from there. The whole album is just a treasure trove of acoustic, progressive music, and Mikhail's vocals at their absolute best. 7th, we have The Story So Far with Undersoil and Dirt. This is just a pop punk classic at this point. I kind of missed it when it first came out, and I only really saw the allure of it this year, but like Parker just nails that like angry, angsty teenager thing, and every single song is hella anthemic. I pretty much can't listen to this thing now without blowing out my voice. 6th, we have 4 Years Strong with Brain Pain. I talked about this one in my top 10 pop punk albums video. But this is just one of the best easycore albums of all time, and it's an amazing collection of riffs, chugs, and all the pop-punk goodies. In 5th, we have Behemoth with The Satanist. So I gave this a listen back in like 2014 or whatever, and I was just like, yep, that is some perfectly okay blackened death metal, and I never listened to it again. And then at the beginning of this year, all of those like best albums of the decade lists started coming out, and this was on every single one of them. So I was like, wow, okay, I guess I gotta give that another listen. And boy, oh boy, did I give it another listen. This album just nails the execution. Like, Nurgle sounds fantastic, the arrangements are super interesting, and like, even the lyrics are impressive. I initially disliked how they like smeared the lo-fi black metal production over the top of this album, but nowadays I appreciate what the mixing and mastering adds, and it really is integral to the sound. 4th, Juice WRLD with Legends Never Die. This came out in the summer, and it just felt like everyone in the world was listening to it, and yeah, I was one of those people as well. It's just such an excellent emo rap album that I listened to it a ton, and then I like started digging in deeper to other emo rap artists and listened to them a lot more than I otherwise would have. So this was actually a pretty influential album for me. 3rd, we have St. Vincent with Strange Mercy, and Annie Clark is just the queen of art rock in my opinion. She takes catchy pop music and fuses it with a little bit of avant-garde art flair and roots it all firmly in classic rock. And the resulting product is just like so incredibly fun, but also sophisticated. Some highlights, like Cruel is just a total earworm, and then the sultry vocal delivery at the start of Dilettante is just like so much fun. In 2nd place, we have St. Vincent with St. Vincent, and yeah, 2nd place, also a St. Vincent album. Dude, I was just mainlining this stuff for a while. Highlights here, Bad Believer is just a great little pop track. It plays off being like a masochistic Christian. There's nothing overtly mocking about it, but I get the vibe that it's like Forgive me, Father, for I have been a very naughty little believer. And my most listened to album is Origami Angel, Somewhere City. Yeah, this thing's just in my bones at this point. I actually had to stop listening to this because I was driving it into the absolute ground. But this is just everything emo pop should be. But seriously, it'll hook you. The first song I heard was Dr. Whomst, and it starts like, oh my god, I feel just how I used to feel watching Danny Phantom eating Happy Meals. And I was just like, oh, my childhood. It's me. It's my song. Another great track is 24-Hour Drive-Thru. It's a song about just like picking up your friends and getting McDonald's at 2 in the morning or whatever. And on the first listen, it is kind of like, I don't know, silly and childish. But on repeated listens, you realize it's a celebration of the simple joys of life. And also just how drab your life has become since you stopped doing such things. The music video is also awesome. You can tell they had absolutely no budget and they just got all their friends together and had a blast rocking out in somebody's minivan for an afternoon. So yeah, I guess that's what I was listening to this year. If you like this video and you'd like to watch some more like it, like, comment, subscribe maybe? It's just a suggestion. Thanks for watching.